I'm here with China Uncensored's Chris Chappell. Chris, I've been watching your channel for a long time, but why don't you tell my audience what you do?
Well, so we take an uncensored look at China's secret plan to take over the world. We're just kidding about that, kind of.
Well, I have to say, I've been watching you for a really long time.
I appreciate that.
And it's funny, so, you know, I know you're thinking, oh, his channel's about China, I'm not interested in that maybe. But I'll tell you what's really unique about this channel is even if you're not super interested in China, it's so well done that you will find it entertaining anyways. And that's why they have such a huge mainstream audience, even though you'd think maybe it would only appeal to a small portion of society, but it's just so done. Anyone from any walk of life can enjoy it.
And I think a lot of that is my stunning personality that just draws people in.
It is. I mean, I was so happy when you guys contacted us and you said that you're coming here to Manila.
Well, we've been in contact for a long time because we've been talking, so we've always wanted to do something together, I think. And then we had this idea to come to Asia for our Pivot to Asia tour, check out a few places over here. And so obviously if we're coming to the Philippines, we gotta check out Travis. He's the best.
Well, that's very good. I was just gonna ask you, why me out of everyone? But I appreciate that, and I mean, just your channel, every time I see it, it's one of those channels that I subscribe to maybe 600 people on YouTube, and there's only like a few people that I try and watch every single video they upload. Wow. And that, for me, that's China Uncensored. Every time I see that in my inbox, I'm watching that.
Thanks, Travis. I really appreciate that. That's
so,
great.
I mean, what got you guys interested in starting this type of channel?
Well, so for me, I was a China journalist for a number of years, and I found it was difficult to get people kind of interested and excited about China. And I thought that was too bad because China affects the whole world. Everyone should be interested in China because it directly affects them. So, you know, I grew up watching comedy news shows like The Daily Show or The Colbert Report, so I figured, you know, if I add a little bit of a twist, a comedy twist to some of these stories, it would maybe get people interested, and it turned out it really did work.
Yeah, it's amazing because I guess that's the best comparison I can think of. Even though it reflects on China, but you'll laugh about it, that's why it appeals to so many people. It's really funny, but it's also actually highly educational.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we always try to educate as much as we entertain with the show, and you know, especially for people in the Philippines, like it's obvious now that China is having a big impact on the country.
And this is only your second day in the Philippines. You just got in yesterday.
Yeah.
He's still jet lagged. We spent the entire day shooting. But so far, what are some of your impressions of the Philippines?
I mean, the first thing you notice coming here is just how like warm and friendly the people are. You know, especially coming from New York. I notice a difference straight away. It's especially because so much. It's way more crowded than a lot of places I've been to, and still like people are able to just kind of get along with each other in a way that wouldn't happen. Like we were on the taxi ride over here. Our taxi driver goes into oncoming traffic to get around a lot of cars. If you did that in New York, somebody would get killed, like because somebody would jump out of a car with a baseball bat.
Yeah, I mean, you brought up a really good point of how friendly it is here, and I can tell you as someone that's lived here a long time, it's very different than someone like you that's taking a vacation here, because
such a relaxing vacation.
It's such a relaxing vacation where we've been out shooting, working hard all day. But
by the way, be sure to check out the collaboration Travis and I did on my channel. He shows me around the Manila's Chinatown. How do you pronounce it again?
Binondo.
Binondo. Yeah, he's a good tour guide.
Yes, thank you. Imabel also helped out, and she's does tour management for a living, so she'd better be good. But of course, I'm your man here when you come to the Philippines.
Oh, for sure.
And you brought up that interesting point of how friendly it is. I mean, when you live here a long time, you really see so many of the problems on a very deep level. But one thing for me that's never changed is how friendly the people are. This is the friendliest country in the world. I've always said that, and I still believe that, despite maybe thinking differently than I did about other things. But this is the best place to go, I think, in Asia, mainly because of the friendliness. But I understand, and we've been eating all day long today.
Yeah,
We just
been eating
finished.
a lot.
You are a fan of Filipino food.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Can you tell us what is your favorite Filipino food?
Oh, the sizzling sisig. That's the best. That's one of my favorite meals in general. I love that thing.
He had to have that. Like we have this big group of people.
You didn't
everyone's
seem so excited about this.
I didn't have that, but I didn't want the onions in it. That's why.
Oh,
If it wasn't mixed with the onions,
And that's funny because most people I tell about what the sisig is, it's not the onion that they're like, oh no, I don't want to eat the onions. It's usually the pig ear or the.
and you haven't eaten balut yet. Are you going to eat balut? Is that what?
I'm under a lot of pressure to eat balut. I've so far held off eating balut, but we'll see what happens by the time this trip is done.
We've been peer pressuring him, telling him he has to do it.
Terrible.
And I'm telling you, it's not. It's all in your imagination that it's bad. It's actually
I have a
pretty
very strong imagination.
Well, that'll get the worst of you, Chris.
Okay.
But
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. But guys, be sure to check out Chris on his very popular YouTube channel, China Uncensored. Be sure to head there, check out our collaboration together. And they have, how many hundreds of videos do you have now?
Around 400 at this point.
And what year did you start it?
2012. We do
a
about
lot.
3 episodes a week.
So if you check out China Uncensored, you're going to laugh, you're going to be entertained, and you're also going to be informed. And I just really like the stuff that you do. So be sure to check it out, guys.
Yeah, we'd love to have you there. Thank you.